What? That, oh, huh. That is so weird. Okay. Oh, yeah. It says that the sound's working. This is going to be like, can you hear me? Can you hear me now? It's going to be like the ever present like thing. So hopefully, you guys can hear me. And hopefully you can see me okay. So I'm going to put that ticker down at the bottom. And yeah, let me see. What is that? Yeah, okay. Nope, not on this one. Okay, all right. So I'm going to paint because I got to paint. I have been doing a myriad of projects here and there of things, and it's so funny. Like I know that I was just on here painting Little Sis, but I still feel like I haven't been painting. It's the weirdest feeling. Probably I have a feeling that maybe, where's the mouse? That maybe it's because I didn't use color with her. That might be why my head's thinking, you haven't painted lately. Why haven't you been painting? So I'm going to take the moment. I'm going to take the time to come over here to my feed and make sure there's actual sound. Because I will be taking the time to come over here to my feed and make sure there's actual sound. Because there is. Okay, good. That is like, I'm just, I'm playing around with a couple of different setups for audio and for video, and hopefully the reception is better than what it's been on my other feeds. I'm using a phone and the computer so that one device doesn't have to power everything. So hopefully that will make it better. And honestly, as long as the camera on the art is fine, I really don't give two fucks if I'm blurry. Okay, right off the bat, I'm going to have issues. So I have a lot going on. And hi, whoever that is that's watching. Welcome. Please say hi. Feel free to say hi. And okay, I'm just going to do this. I feel like I was fine. I was absolutely fine. And then I get in here and I'm just like, anyway, I'm going to put this in case someone wants to come in here, they can come in with me if they feel like it. Okay, now, all right. I have a whole bunch of tea made. I got my colors ready. I've got everything next to me to paint this. And this is basically a palace in the skies, and could have very little detail, or I could end up with a whole bunch of who knows what. I don't have no idea. All I know is that it's one of the more colorful pieces that I'm going to have. And since I was feeling like I hadn't painted, because as much fun as I had doing Little Sis and using the tempera black to paint her, my head was like, where's my color? And I've been doing stuff on like digital stuff, but I don't know. I know a few painters out there that could probably relate. That until I came on here, yeah, it's not the same. Oh, look at all these people watching. Say hello. Please feel free to comment. And I actually put the StreamYard link in the comments, and if someone is wants to brave coming in here and sitting with me and saying hi, or if you want to paint your own work or sketch or whatever you're going to do. I got nothing else to do and nowhere else to go, and this is what I'm going to be doing for probably the next hour or so. Love myself. Give the chance, true, but you can't. I'm gonna get into the zone, do the thing, as Christy Shin would say. So if you want to comment, I will be looking up from time to time. I got some posters in today that are super cool, and some advice from a very wise man about how to potentially package them or ship them. And I do have at least one that I need to get to a friend. One for sure. I had like 3 people inquire about the same picture, so we will see. We will see. Oh, shit. Is it getting better? Or do you feel the same? Will it make it easy on you now? You got someone to blame. Yes, that's one love, one life. It's Ronnie Eve in the night. One love, we get to share it. Leaves you, baby, if you don't care for it. Did I disappoint you? I think I'm gonna have to put Joshua Tree on after this. The song 1 is in this playlist, and every time I love it. I love the song, but every time it's on, I'm like, oh, I should play Joshua Tree. To drag the past out into the light. We're one, but we're not the same. We get to carry each other. Hello. Welcome, 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 welcome. Earlier, it was so funny. I had the speaker on the phone was on, and it was so fucking loud. And I apologize to any of you guys who come on here and listen to me sing, because I had no real idea, really, that my voice was that freaking loud. Oh my god, it's too funny. Okay. All right. I needed to look at something. Okay. Now it's all I've got. Okay. What color? What do I want? And each other. Ooh. Yeah. Let's do this. Let's do this. I of course look there. But that's cool, because that's one of the things I love about this. Like, God, I feel like I'm going to say this in every single one of my live streams, is how much I appreciate seeing the art as I'm working on it on the screen, because I've had many occasions where it has helped me see something I didn't see, or pick a color that not that I feel like I needed help. It's definitely not with picking color, but I definitely have had quite a few of my pieces where I will see something on the screen that enhances my ability to like figure out what I'm going to do next, or what I might, yeah. And it's been cool. That's been really super cool. It's been a really nice benefit to coming on and doing these live streams and having the artwork on the screen. And it's funny, like, I was thinking about it. I'm like, well, I don't need to be in the stream. I have tons of friends, tons of people I follow that are not in their stream when they do their art. And I was thinking about it. I'm like, I think for me, I feel like I'm keeping myself company. I know, I'm such a dork. I'm such a dork. Jeez. So my son looks like a beach ball in a way. And that's kind of okay with me, which is fine because this piece is I'm going to try to be as super colorful as I possibly can throughout the whole thing. And emphasize, as long as I emphasize the basics, which is that it's a palace in the sky, then I'm good. That's all I really need to convey. Till this day, but you did. Yes, you did. And where did I go live? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Light my circuit, start a flame, but you did. Oh, turpentine, erase me whole, 'cause I don't want to live my life alone. For those of you that are watching, there is a link in comments for coming into the StreamYard if you feel up to keeping me company, or if you want to paint with me, or if you just want to, get in a live feed and, check things out. This past Sunday, I was watching karaoke and I realized, wait a minute, there's a link in the comments. And so I literally went into this karaoke stream and hung out and sang karaoke live. It was the craziest thing ever. If you had told me I was going to do that earlier that day or the day before or at any point before Sunday, I would have said you're crazy. It was pretty funny. Yes, you did. You didn't have to offer your hand. Isn't sarcastic, I am at your command. But you did. Oh, turpentine, erase me whole, 'cause I don't want to live my life alone. Waiting for you all my life. Oh, set me free, my honey bee. Hello, goodbye, 'twas nice to know you. How I find myself without you, that I'll never know. Oops, nope, not enough. Need more color. Need more color. We must move this just a little bit. Yay! Honey bee. Hello, whoever that is watching, say hello. Hello, good night, 'twas nice to know you. How I find myself without you, that I'll never know. Oh, dang it. Hello, goodbye, I'm rather crazy, and I never thought I was crazy, but what do I know? I let myself go. Oh, I love this song. Hi, Lisa. I was trying. My keyboard wouldn't allow it. Oh, how funny. Oh, thank you for saying hi. How are you? I started commuting back to Old Town this week, and I don't know. Like, I was feeling fine. I wasn't feeling weirded out by it, but like, I don't know. Something about setting up to paint tonight got me kind of feeling weird, but I'm better now that I've got actual paint going on paper. I feel like I'm doing something. Isn't that funny? I could be doing 1,000,001 things. Definitely, I always seem to have a project going, but if I'm not putting paint on down in some way, I feel like I'm not doing something. I feel like I'm not doing any art. The drive will make you sleepy. Oh, no kidding. Luckily I've become a little addicted to live feeds. They are my way of connecting to people. It's kind of like being on your listening to you on Saturdays, because there's just something to knowing that person's like right there doing what they're doing while you're listening or watching. And so I did have a couple of live feeds to watch on my way home, which was really cool because it wasn't like the regular radio. It's like people that I know that I've been following were on and chatting and talking. So that was cool. Slave to love. Ooh. Saturday Night Live from Bancroft Bar. Is that where you are? What? Saturday Night Live from Saturday Night Live. I feel like I should know what that means. I mean, I know it's Saturday Night Live. Okay, so Saturday Night Live is a movie. Or no, that's Saturday Night Fever. That's funny. Broadcasting. Can't type. You're broadcasting right now? No, you're not. So normally I have my kids on Saturday nights. If you're actually talking about an actual Saturday night, I wouldn't be able to really do anything because I'm usually totally focused on them. OMG. I'm broadcasting Saturday from Bancroft. Oh. Holy shit. At night? So wait, so does that mean you're not going to be on in the morning again? Is that what that means? Like, I'm going to call you out live while you're on my show. I'm going to be like, what about me? I'm like, I'm so selfish. Yes, 8 p.m. Bancroft. Is that El Cajon? Bancroft. Where is Bancroft? It sounds so familiar. Bancroft. No morning back next week. Bancroft. I feel like I should know where that is. Spring Valley. Oh, yeah. I used to, I used to live in Lemon Grove, and then I was in La Presa for a while when I lived with my godson, which isn't quite, it's super close to Spring Valley, but I'm amazed. They're actually very different, though. I didn't think there was much difference between them until I actually lived in La Presa, Campo Road. Okay. All right. Well, I know my oldest has work, and it's pretty cool to say that. To say that my 18-year-old can't hang out with his mom because he has He has work. He has to work. He has to go to his job. No, I just realized that these headphones are not even playing my music. What a trip. I was sitting here, I mean, it's probably okay because I actually, it's probably good that they're not as loud as they could be. But it's interesting. I just realized that these headphones aren't great and that they're nice. Yeah, so and my youngest one has football, and I haven't gotten to cook for them in like couple weeks actually. Because I mean, I swear to God, before you know it, they're gonna be like telling me it's gonna be like that song. I'm not gonna remember the name of it, but that song about the dad who was like always working, and then when his son gets older, he calls the son up, and the son's like, he tells his dad, I think it's oh my God, it's not something the Cradle. Lisa, what song is that? Oh my God, what is the name of that song where the old man is like he can't get any time with his grown son, but yet his kid basically grows something with for some reason I don't know why the word cradle is coming to me, but I don't think that's in there. But yeah, his son just basically ends up having to live like he did, where he's like, working all the time. But that's how I feel like before I know it, that's what's going to be going on. I'm going to be like, but you know what? I get, the name of that song's like right on the tip of my tongue. Anyway, I would rather that than my kids have to live off of me or depend on me or not be able to take care of themselves. And yeah, they're still teenagers, so there's still time for them. There's still time for them to mess that up or not, whatever. But as of right now, their futures are looking at a whole different thing. So I think it'll be fine. In your pockets, bow your Benjamin. Okay. Cats in the Cradle. Cats in the Cradle. That sounds like maybe I was right when I was thinking about cradle. Cats in the Cradle. Yeah, Cats in the Cradle. Little Boy in Blue and the Man in the Moon. Oh my God, that is it. Harry Chapin. Johnny Cash. I'm fairly certain it's not the Johnny Cash version that I know. I mean, it doesn't shock me that, oh yeah, this is it. Cats in the Cradle, you guys. It is. I just thought of it. I couldn't wait. I was dying, Lisa. I was dying. I couldn't fucking stand it. I needed to go find the song. But this song I think of this song when I think about my son and how, like, he's not even in college yet. He's going next month, and it's just, it blows my mind, but he's already there. Like, he's so already there. And he came over the other day, and I was so proud. I was so beyond words, speechless proud, because I am 51 years old, and my kid messages me and he says, "Hey Mom, do you still have a surfboard?" And of course I said, "Well, of course." I got into surfing like 6.5 years ago or something like that. Now, granted, I only rode my surfboard. I rode it quite a few different times. I never actually stood up on it, but I did ride it 5 really, really wonderful waves. I caught 5 beautiful long rides on my knees. Sure, I was on my knees, but when you're doing that in your late 40s, that's pretty fucking rad. So my kid, he messages me and he asks me if I have a surfboard. And I'm like, yeah, but it needs a leash. So that's the only thing. That's the only reason, honestly, that I had kind of gave it up and stopped. Well, a bunch of other reasons. But anyway, so he's gonna get a leash for it. He comes over and he gets it, and I was talking to him about it, and that was the only thing that was probably cooler than that was when he messaged me one day wanting the fishing gear because I saw your post. Yeah, right. The only time that was probably better than the surfboard thing was when because I taught them how to fish. That they got that from me. I'm the one that also was the one that took them to the gun range and let them learn how to shoot guns at the gun range a couple times. Man, if I had the money, we would be going to the gun range all the time. But anyway, so he's like, calls me one day, he wants his fishing gear and fishing pole and stuff. And I'm like, he's going to go fishing by himself. And I like bawled like a fucking baby and I cried and I'm like, I'm like, I remember the first time I ever took him fishing, not him, not my oldest boy, but my little boy was still in diapers and stuff when we went fishing that first time. But yeah, I've been taking them since they were super young, way super young. It's something my ex and I started doing when we were together, and then after the divorce and stuff, I just kept it up. And we have definitely have not gotten to go as much as I would like to, or as much as they would like to. That's for sure. Oh, time then. I put this song on and I didn't even listen to it really. I heard it in the background. Oh, I know, right? It is like, it never ceases to amaze me with some, and it's going to go off topic, but I'm going to go ahead and say this anyway. Like every once in a while, someone will have like some pity party, let me cry a river about their issues thing. And I try so hard to be kind and I try so hard not to be judgmental, but some of us, the only reason we're alive is because we have children. I mean, I'm fine now. I don't suffer from suicidal ideations, and I've got I've got solutions for the things I need to deal with in my life today, especially my mental health and stuff. But there's literally been days and times in my life where the only reason I didn't take myself out was because I have kids. That is the only reason. I mean, I don't have to make that drastic of a choice now, like today, which one of them is because that's one of the reasons I do this is I come in here and I do this shit. Before Mother's Day this year was the first time I ever let anybody watch me paint. So, as far as I'm concerned, when I have one person or two people here watching, like Lisa, it's like, you wouldn't have seen this before Mother's Day of this year. I wasn't doing this. I wasn't coming on here and letting people see this part of the process. It just wasn't happening. The only people that had seen this part of my artwork process before that was like my kids or my ex-husband or lovers. That's it. Like those are the only people that had ever seen me paint or sketch or draw. That's it. And now I've lost count of the hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of painting time or sketching time I've done online. That's just crazy. And yeah. Yeah. Tomorrow I've got to go to my actual storage unit where my stuff is, and I'm gonna try not to cry. I put my oldest boy on my storage unit as an authorized person to get into it. And I know it may sound morbid, but he's 18 now, and he is my emergency contact. It has been no one for a really long time. Oh my God, I don't know why that just got me crying. Anyway, it's now my kid. My kid gets the honor of being his mom's emergency contact now. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. Thank God for my online friendships, because if it wasn't for my online friendships, I'd have no friends. I gave up on trying to develop friendships with some of the people that I know in IRL because I got tired of trying to do friendships that were one-sided. I'm at a point now where the first moment, same shows for me. Yep. I know, girl. If I had a better car and I would totally be coming down the hill more. I really would. So, but yeah, like, I'm definitely at a point where the first time someone proves to me that they care more about what they can get from a friendship with me as opposed to contributing like equal in part, like I don't need anything from them. I don't want anything from them. But if they're just going to come along to take it, then they can fuck off. Yeah. Hey, I don't blame you. I hate driving. Aww. Yeah, I don't, it's so funny. Up until last year, I was an Uber driver part-time. And I worked 2 jobs for like 4.5 years. In addition to all of this art stuff, all of the writing and the art and everything that I do. In addition to that, I was working full-time and working no less than 30 hours a week Ubering. For 4.5 years, I worked 30 to 40 hours a week Ubering in addition to the day job, in addition to the artwork. So the only really good thing that came out of my car blowing up last year and me losing it was that I no longer had to Uber. Because I no longer had that car and I no longer had the car payment. And luckily it was, had the right kind of stuff on the loan, and the loan was, oh my God, it was almost paid. There really wasn't much left. And so, yeah, I didn't have to worry too much about that. So eliminating that car payment enabled me to eliminate having to Uber from my life, which was nice. He's the kind of girl that you want to stay true to. Yeah. You do a lot too. I've been heartbroken by someone we both know. Fuck. Well, anytime you need to talk offline, girl, I am Fort fucking Knox. I don't repeat anything people talk to me about. Yeah. I will let you listen. I will listen. I don't even have to say anything. If you just want to vent, I will hold safe space for you and let you go off. Yeah. Yeah, baby, where'd it go? I had I know I trust you all, the friend thing. Thank you. Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie. I get I can get awfully weird with some of the friends that I find. And it, girl, if I could come down the hill more often, I'd be like all like up in your grill, be like, hey, Lisa, we're coming over. What you doing? What you got going? Because, oh man, I just, but I had all this stuff going on and I was working on these books. And well, as you know, I spent most of May working on Magic Man because I didn't want to do any, I couldn't even think straight. So that was literally all I could really do, was to keep my head down and finish that project. And then I came up for air and then I was like, oh, there's like the world's still here. All these people are still, like, oh my God, there's still a whole world of stuff going on out here. Oh, cool. That would be super cool. Yeah, because I need to find out for sure if my kids are coming Saturday or not. Because knowing like coming down for a show and hanging out at a show, that the idea of doing that and not having to fucking drive home after, that is appealing. That's appealing. Because that whole driving back thing is what's like, ugh. Not that it matters for me, because I don't, as you know, I don't drink or anything, but like that part doesn't, whatever, But yeah, the idea of not having to bother coming drive home, that would be fucking cool. So yeah, I will probably take you up on that offer at some point. My husband travels to LA for work a lot. We can have a girl weekend, yay! Yeah, we need to do this. We need to make this happen. We need to make this happen. Oh. I hope this internet reception thing, let me know if the reception is good on your end, because I hope that it doesn't give me grief for Sundays. Well, my Diva show's tomorrow. So there's that. And then on Sunday, I have my spotlights with Kim. And so hopefully it won't be husbands. Told you can't type. My husbands. Like you're married to more than one husband. I know it. It is plural. Hey, girl, I got no judgment. You could have shit. It's so funny because that one of my stand-up jokes somewhere talks about that whole like the guy coming to the girl or coming to me or whatever and asking for a threesome, and I'm like, all right, but next is and like the stand-up joke goes like this, and I'm going to paraphrase it because it's been so long since I wrote it. I'll have to find it because this would be really fun to illustrate for my webtoons. But the guy's like, the boyfriend's like, can we have a threesome? And I go, sure. And then I pause and I go, Andy, Matt, Tom, like that or whatever. And the boyfriend's like, what are you talking about? What about them? Because I'm talking about his friends. And I look at him and go, that's the lineup for when we're done with the girl. And that's the joke. So any women out there, you give a man in your life who proposes the whole threesome thing, if you're not into it, if you're not down for it, you can usually get him to shut up about it if you respond like that. And what's funny is that happened. Haha, right? That's based on a true story. That was a guy I was dating after my first divorce in my super late 20s. I wasn't even 30 yet, and I hadn't met my children's father yet. And yeah, he shut up, never mentioned it again. And I actually had the names of his guy friends that I would have considered. Like, I am that bitch. I'm just saying. That's why I'm still single. This is why I'm still single. I'm just saying. Because I give no fucks. I will tell you. I will tell a guy. You're not going to have to worry. I'm not sugarcoating anything for you, whoever you are. So, hopefully you've got some really thick skin and some really big balls, because you're going to need them if you want to hang out in my life. That's just who I am. And that's why I love you. I was on my live feed with Mike earlier, opening my posters, Lisa, and a guy, I've never heard of him, this is some total stranger lurker guy on my YouTube, asked me if Doris, as in Doris Jones Labors of Love, if I was transgender. I don't know where that came from, but it's not the first time I've been asked this question, because I am 5'10". I have a super deep voice. And my stage name for stand-up comedy is the Amazon Beauty. And so it is not a shocking question at all to be asked that. And I'm not even offended. What the fuck? I know. I've done so much work on being the height that I am. And, like I was talking to one of our field staff guys that was in our office today. We were talking about athleticism in high school and stuff like that, and I don't know how you're gonna feel about this, Lisa. Like you haven't known me that long, but I was an athlete in high school. I was recorded, my height was in high school was recorded at 6 foot according to the state of Louisiana. Now whether I was actually 6 foot or not, the doctor said I was, so I'm assuming my coach was right. But anyway, I did shot put and discus, and I was the most valuable female athlete my senior year in high school. And I don't, like, that's usually the persona of the athlete. It's usually not the first thing someone knows about me, or, if you know me for a while, you figure it out, especially when I tell you about how I used to play softball, or I used to boogie board, or like learned how to try to figure out how to surf. That reminds me, I gotta send a message to my surfing friend. I told my kid, I totally forgot about that. I gotta do that. I told my kid that there's about this surfing group that meets at La Jolla on Saturdays. And Steve, that's his name. I need to ask him. I need to message him and ask him if they still do that. Because I told my kid that if those guys are there, if they're there on Saturdays, then they can help him out, with this whole learning to surf thing. Because is there anything you can't do? You're so cute. Sometimes I feel like I do too much, and then I go, yeah, no. But there's things I don't like doing. I can't stand math. Like, yeah, we're not doing math unless I really have to. Like, I'm gonna need to go to I'm gonna need to be at a shopping spree thing with some discount math I need to do to figure out what kind of percentage off I'm getting. I'm going to need to be motivated to do this math. Otherwise, math can fuck off. Like, really, math can just fuck off. Now, ironically, you put me in front of a spreadsheet, I can make that bitch do the math for me. I know how to set up those formulas. I know how to get into that spreadsheet and get into that Excel and tell it, okay, you're going to you're going to do this formula in this cell, and you're going to yield this result to me. I can do that. I may not like math, and I may hate it, and I can't stand it. But if I need to set up a formula in the spreadsheet, that's part of why I know how that, it's funny. That's why I got so good at the formulas and spreadsheets, because I would be like, okay, we're going to set this bitch up so I never have to fucking do this math. That's my favorite thing about spreadsheets. It's my favorite thing. It just cracks me up. What I was thinking about, earlier, I was thinking about this because I heard myself say it to someone, because they were asking me kind of similar to what you just said about, is there anything you can't do? When I met Van of all people, and you knew him, or at least knew him better than I did, or for longer than I did. So when I meet Van, right, I'm meeting Black Hesher. Van says to me how he's starstruck because he's meeting the Amazon beauty. And I just was like, what? Is he even, like, what are you smoking? I mean, I get it. It's not, ironically, it's not the first time I've had someone, get like that. But yeah, he had followed my comedy on my Twitter for a long time, longer, probably not better. Yeah, that's the main reason it struck him when he met me as, the Amazon beauty thing, is because he had been following my Twitter longer than we had ever really talked about anything else, or even before we ever talked about him being on my show. So he was very well aware of my stand-up and my jokes, and he was one of the few people that could separate them. There's a lot of guys that come along, friend guys that don't want to be just friends, that want to be more, whatever, it doesn't really matter. They take my stand-up jokes and they take the sexual nature of them and some of the things I joke about, they take them and they think that means they can act a certain way with me, or they can assume they're going to get a certain thing from me. And Van wasn't like that at all. He absolutely appreciated that it was not the same fucking thing, which was one of the reasons why I had so much respect for him. He did not think that just because I was a stand-up comic talking about sex that it meant that I was a loose woman or a woman that could be disrespected. There is a lot of guys out there that have treated me less than or disrespectfully simply because of being a stand-up comic. And I've had to mitigate through that. Most of the time I just ignore it. But every now and then it bugs me. But only for, a hot minute. I get over it. And then I do what I do. I take my own sexuality and I use it in my favor. Like, all right, sex sells. All right. I didn't go live on my comedy feed tonight when I came on here to paint. Usually sometimes I do, but not tonight. It's also not surprising at all that of all of the things I do, of all of the different myriads of artistic creative outlets I have, it's my stand-up pages that have the most following. And they're almost all men. It's not an accident. Some of that's intentional on my part. Not gonna lie. I'll own it. I will own it. Some comfort here. So. Yeah, so like on my phone, it looks like the art is blurry. On my laptop, it's crystal clear. So hopefully, for you guys out there watching, hopefully it is. Ooh, I just realized I forgot all about my tea. Oh. Oh. Singing last time. Okay, what do I want next? I need to open this other palette because this it's like almost out of all the pinks and fuchsias, and I got tons of paint, but we must open both because this is going to be as colorful as I can make it. Because I quite literally, sometimes I do the piece intentionally to come off like stained glass. And this is definitely one of them. Even if I don't intend for my artwork to be reminiscent or look like stained glass, it happens to just come out like that. even if I'm not trying. But this I'm actually trying. Like this one I definitely set it up intentionally like this with the black in here like it is. And when I'm done painting it, I'll probably go back in with either black paint or a black marker and re-darken the black between the colors. And then when I seal it, it's going to make it all super, super glossy and shiny. And yeah. I might actually, one of the cool things about this whole project is I might actually, after a decade, I might actually use up all of my sketch paper. I already have plans for, okay. Oh, that sucks. In your eyes, look up to the skies and see. Oh. Looks good. Thank you. To me. Just killed a man, put a gun against his head, pulled my trigger, now he's dead. Mama. If I'm not back again before tomorrow, carry on, doesn't really matter. Too late, my time has come. Oh. Mamma mia, let me go. Yeah, Jeppa, better to the side for me. You think you can love me and leave me to die? Oh, baby, just give this to me, baby. Just gotta get right, just got it right out of here. What the hell? Wow. Okay. We are changing the album. We are changing the music. We are shifting to the other side. We're going to get all pretzely. Thank God I can bend like a Gumby doll. We are going to listen to Joshua Tree. That is fun. That is the playlist. Can't post comments to some destination. That's weird. I don't know why that would be. Hello to whomever joined us. Feel free to say hello. Hold me inside. I want to reach out and touch the flame. Oh, and I got a new purse, so I had to take care of that. I'm sitting on the floor the same way, getting right. I'm like, it's funny because like it's comfortable for a while, and then of course I have to switch sides. But like, I can get way down in closer to the art. It's funny. I even if I had a studio, I don't know what I would do really, because I'd have to put a bed in my studio because like I paint on the bed. I've painted on my bed like this for I don't even know how long. I mean, who stands to paint? Who sits to paint? Who does that? I don't know who those people are. I'm like, why? Why would you? My music just got loud. And so I'm like, yeah, this is the position I'm in. I don't know. Although, you know what I could see not necessarily putting a bed in the studio, but I could definitely see putting not mats, but like I'd set up the floor, a big floor. Yeah, I would. Oh, huh. Well, I know the good news is I'm pretty sure you guys can still hear me. As long, you don't need to see me. we don't need to see Dory, stinking Dory. Let me just check the mic real quick, make sure that, yeah, okay, that's right. But yeah, was thinking about something similar to like what they would have like in a yoga studio. Although most yoga studios use just a hard floor, but yeah, something like that. Because I would have like pillows and actually, to be quite frank, if I were setting up a studio like that, it would probably look like the kind of room that a bunch of people would, do their thing together. I'm trying to think of the word for it. I can't think of it. Orgy. There you go. I'm not saying I'm going to have any orgies in the studio. I'm just saying that I can see that if I could think of any way that I'd set up a big old room with a big old floor and have like a big old space for me to be comfortable while I did my art, my head goes to a bunch of pillows and mats and soft stuff to lay on and sit on. And yeah. There's a scene in a movie, I think, what's it called? The Breakup, whatever that movie is with Jennifer Aniston and Vince Vaughn, where she works at a studio. She works in a gallery in an art studio, and she goes up to her boss's office, and the boss is laying on the floor of her office, painting the nude of a man who's naked in the room with her. And here's this famous painter and this woman who owns this gallery, and she's laying on a floor to paint, and or she's using charcoals or whatever in the scene. But I love that. I'm like, that's a painter. That's an artist. Total, crazy, weird, doing their eccentric thing, laying on a floor, or how I am. I'm all set up in the middle of a bed, for goodness sakes, So my phone went off because apparently it's not this weird. The battery is not dead, but maybe it's just too low to run on a video stream like that, because it was at like 28 or something, and it shut me off. So, and I can't plug it back in because I had to plug it in to charge, and I still haven't figured out how to get to have a mobile device in here without the sounds getting all crossed and having one jack up with the other one, or whatever you call it. I know I'm not saying that right, but so I've been at this for an hour and I'm not done. And I don't think I'm going to get done with this tonight. What time is it? Oh my God. And it's 11 o'clock. I think I'm going to call it. I did eat, so that was good. I remembered to eat. I've been remembering to eat more. Or eat it all, I guess I should say. It's amazing how little you really think about eating when you're creating as much art and doing as much creative stuff as I've been doing. Food was the last thing on my mind. First, it was the grief, the whole month of May. Then it was all the creative art. And then it was a relationship, another relationship, and then another. It's like, I'm done. I'm tapped. I'm basically tapped. I'm never offended when a man is interested. I'm so flattered anytime someone is interested. But I've had, at least one occasion recently where I'm like, I think I'm done. I think I've reached my limit for the year. I've had 3 relationships, 2 engagements, 1 funeral. I'm fucking done. Like my heart can't take it. I'm done. And so if they're not willing to come, like, literally, kidnap me at my doorstep in Ramona, then I just, whatever, dude. I'm good. I'm okay. I'm going to just put my head down and behave and pay the bills, basically. No, I'm definitely not interested in carrying on another relationship with someone in the arts. I too fuck that. It definitely it's funny. I had to go back to like my thinking about like, you know, as a stand-up comic, for example. I figured out a long time ago not to ever consider dating a stand-up comic. I'm a stand-up comic. I don't want to fucking date me. Fuck that. Are you kidding? LOL, you're always good. Thanks, Lisa. Yeah, I got no interest in dating someone that makes jokes and yeah. I got nothing against stand-up comics. I'm a fucking stand-up comic, but yeah, I'm not gonna date one. So I had to remind myself of that same mentality. I gotta, you know, put it over to the same with all the other creators and people in my world and coming across my scope. Yeah. No. That's yeah. Stay away from musicians. Exactly. Well, like before this year, I had never dated anyone in the arts. Every guy I'd ever dated before this year was a blue collar guy. The construction workers, the electricians, the plumbers, the man, if the guy wore work boots, I was going to be all over him. If he even looked like he used his hands and worked outside or worked with his, you know, like physical jobs, oh man, I was all over that. I didn't want any part, with the exception of IT guys, brainiac, nerd guys, like guys that are super, super, super fucking smart. I have dated a couple of them. But other than that, yeah, no, I'm all about the construction worker, blue collar guys, welders, construction, carpenters, you name it. This year was a whole fucking different shit show. And yeah, I'm done. I'm good. I could probably hook you up with a longshore. Longshoreman. Is that, if that's military, I'll pass. Longshore. You're going to tell me what that means. I'll probably go, oh, like I probably know, but my head's not working right now to know what you mean. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. That's just it. Like, because here's why, and I know why. I don't even have to like think about it. I am such a brainiac. Okay, I'm such a brainiac, and it's not to say that I want a guy who's not smart or that those guys aren't smart, because man, most of those guys are super fucking smart. But I don't want another person who's creative and artistic and thinking with his artsy side like I do, because we're fucking crazy, man. Like, I need a balance. I need something loading and unloading cargo on the ports union. Well, yep. Those guys, one of the other reasons why I've always been attracted to them is they're usually attracted to me because they, you know, no matter who I am so old school. I am that girl that cooks and cleans, and men I don't give two fucks about what any ex-boyfriend would try to tell you. Not a single one of those men ever went hungry or went without. Not from me. Every single boyfriend I ever dated, they got everything catered to them. They were treated like kings. And if they try to tell you any different, they're fucking lying. Because that is something I know about me, and I may sound egotistical when I talk about it, and I really don't fucking care. But that is definitely something I have never had to worry about. I've never had to worry about whether or not I was taking care of the man I was with. That I had in fucking spades, man. But that side of me doesn't come out if a guy isn't masculine enough or macho enough or manly enough. If they even I'm not. Yeah. I'm not the kind of chick that a weakling guy type of guy is going to last very long with. Not at all. I'm saving as I'm watching you. I'm saving. Are you like writing down my list of the for me? Oh my god. I haven't had anyone. Here's what's funny. I don't think I've had anyone ever set me up. And I did have one friend try to set me up, and I took one look at the picture of the guy she had, and I said, "You know what? I don't think we're friends, because if you think I would go out with that guy, I mean, I hate to say it, I'm not going to lie. I don't I don't think that looks have to be everything. I don't think looks are everything, but no, I just, yeah, they got to be cute. Or at least sexy. I'm cleaning. I was using talk to text. That's cute. Oh, that's funny. One of my other stand-up jokes is, the friend will ask me, what's the first thing you think of when a man asks you out? And my answer is the audacity. Because I do. I look at a guy that's asking me out, and I wonder, what's wrong with you? Like every time, I want to know. I want to know what's wrong with that guy. Like something has got to be wrong with this man that he'd want to go out with. Like, did he wake up on the wrong side of the bed today? What exactly is wrong with this person? Yeah. Those are all I don't, no matter how anyone thinks I look, or what even I think or how I think I look, that's still the question I ask myself. I'm like, what is wrong with this man? How could he possibly want to date me? What? Is he, are you sure? Oh my god. Yeah. But I tell you, actually, more important than anything I could ever probably say is, like, if the guy is, if there's even a little bit of him that's a shifty, shady type that sleeps around and dates multiple women, just skip me, because that's a fuck no. That's a fuck no. That's like, get the fuck away from me. Like, as far away from me as you possibly can. That's what that is. I am done. I would so rather be alone than to fall back with any of those guys that are still running around and sowing wild oats and haven't got it out of their system. Yeah, no. I want the guy who wants to work it out of his system the rest of his life with me. I want that guy. One in the night, snug as a stone. I said I was going to be done, but I can't help it. I don't want to be done. I want to finish. I kind of want to just at least finish this side. I was thinking about what you said about the no musicians thing, and what I do know is that it would definitely have to be someone who, no matter who they are, no matter what music they are, no matter what kind of creator they are, no matter what their art is, if they're not the one man that I dated in that world was the kind of person that appreciated your own, like, he appreciated my creative side. He appreciated my artistic side. Not for 1 second did he make me feel like I was going to have to compete with him in that realm at all. He was not like that. So the ones that come along and they think their art is more important than my art, or they're a better this or better that. If they start even remotely looking like they're competing with me creatively, fucker, just go now. You know, like, because we don't. I'm not saying you're going to lose, and I'm not saying that there even needs to be a. I don't compete with the man. I might compete with men, but I'm never fucking competing with my man. Fuck that noise. So I got no interest in a guy who's going to try to act like their creative outlets or creative endeavors or artworks or whatever are more important than mine. And I'm not saying mine are supposed to be more important or they should be more important. I'm not saying they're going to, no, but if you ignore them entirely and you give them no merit, no credit, no support, no encouragement, no, fuck off. That guy can just fuck off, because otherwise, what's the point? And I've had someone show me exactly what that looked like, to be a guy in that world that knew how to support the other creators around him. He fucking knew how to do it. That, if you can't do that, then stay away from women, or at least stay away from me. Just saying. I should go back and relabel this particular live broadcast as the Dory's anti-dating 101 speech. Why Dory's not going to date any more creators. Or at least that's not true. I can't say that, because as my friend Greg and I talked about it in one of my shows. We talked about the whole, because he and I both have tons of creative outlets, just tons of stuff we do creatively. And to sit back and try to say that I can't ever consider another artist or ever consider someone in my creative world, it's like, oh my God, do you have any idea what the number of people that I'd be cutting out of the potential dating pool? I mean, fuck, it's yeah. So, to be fair, never say never. I'm not going to go hunt anybody down, and I'm not going to go looking for it. Certainly not going to hold my breath, but I'm also not going to eliminate it as a no, like as an entire no, because, I've already had it proven to me at least once that someone could at least be that person that's not going to compete with you. At least that. There were other things, but the other things are irrelevant. Okay. Oh, I'm almost done with these white parts. I'm just going to fill all of them in with the rest of the colors, and then I will be done, because I'm not going to bother with the blacks, because I'm going to come back in here with black, and I might use paint. I haven't decided. I might use paint or marker, but I am going to come back in, and all the black that was there, which is still there, I could even come in with just a wet brush and come down and get the black to come out, if I wanted to do it that way. So I will be won't be doing that tonight. I'm going to set this one aside, probably work on it again this weekend. I can't live with or without you. With or without you, I can't live. With or without you. It's so funny how when this song was on, it was I used to, I would almost want to go so far to say it was my favorite. But now it's whatever. There's so many other songs of theirs that are way better. If you had asked me that back then, I probably would not have answered you that way. Lots of different changes in tastes of music and things I think are better than others. And my playlist involves so much more variety than it used to. And as Lisa would know, I've got punk in there now that I didn't have before. Yeah, it's just that I think has a lot to do with a lot of different new creative endeavors and having kind of some ideas of different ways of doing something or different motivations, things to get me going and get inspired in a way that I didn't have before. Because even something as simple as the genre of music or the way that you listen to it, there's so many different ways to perceive it all. It's amazing to me, the whole thing. It's a whole world I was not expecting to find this year. Okay. Let's put some purple. With or without. Oh, I like that. That is exactly what I wanted. I saw this lavender on the brush because I had mixed this blue and this red, and I was like, oh, I gotta use it. I can't let it go. Yeah. So like the colors, the way colors come together, they tell me a story in the piece. Like I was thinking about that. The entire conversation that I have in my mind or in my head with the artwork comes out in the colors, or the colors come out based on what's going on. Mostly it's this expression of contrasts, like putting a really strong, bold color next to one that's a little more muted, because I know that it's going to make the big, bright orange, like I'm using right now, stand out. But then it enhances the sweet subtleness of a lighter color. And in so many ways, it's like the contrast of most humans. Most of us are like that as people. We have really sweet, really soft, really just understated subtleness to our character or to our behavior or demeanor. And then we can literally blaze a flame and be like this burning orange. It's like I was telling a friend about Wednesday was painting Wonder Woman, and someone made a comment about the expression, and he said that it was the combination of come hither, and I'm paraphrasing what he said, but come hither, but then like I'll also cut you, like this combination of the two. And it reminds me of one of my haikus called Sweet Girl I Am, or Sweet Girl. And that's exactly what it's about. It's about being a sweet girl or a sweet person. But yeah, you given the opportunity or given the situation, we can also fight or be, we can go there if we have to. I definitely don't ever choose to go there. That for me to even remotely go, like even close to that kind of world of the cut a bitch mentality, or even if it's just words, it takes a lot. It takes a lot to get me to react that way, which is kind of ironic because I can be really irrational. It's just, it may sound like it contradicts each other, but it doesn't. I get what I'm trying to say. And I'm tired. So, whatever. All right. I keep saying I'm done, and I keep saying I'm going to be done. And then I keep being like, no, I'm going to paint one more thing. No, I'm going to paint one more thing. I'm going to paint one more thing. Mm-hmm. Only the blue sky, only the blue, $100, $200. I can see the fire planes. Outside, it's America. Outside, it's America. Oh, that is so crazy I look at this phone that I have the music playing on, which is my old phone. It doesn't have service, but it's, I swear it said it's 218. And I'm like, there's no way it's 218. I have stayed up that late doing art, but I was like, it was just 10 something or whatever. Okay, coming up on an hour and a half. All right, we got this. We got this, y'all. We got this. I don't know why I bothered painting those little doohickeys earlier, because I'm just painting over them. Haha. That's all right. It's all good, because here we go. Here we go with the blue. We're going to put some big blue in here. And singing great. And singing rose. To feel that the cage the body it blows. Oh, 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 oh. Mm. I love this color. It's so party. It's so party. I know that I could get a bigger brush and cover way more in less time, but I want thick, 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 thick variations of the blue, because when I come back in here with some other colors to accentuate maybe some white on, do some clouds, whatever, I'm gonna want those distortions of the color being all uneven and stuff. Gives me kind of a palette to go off of for the details of the other work I'm going to do up there. Outside, it's America. America. Okay, we can't. We're done. We're done listening to this. Okay? Yeah. Yeah, shut up. Ooh. Let's listen to this song. Take up so much time to the distance. It can tease you for quite of existable. Hard on the trail of a real fine line. It's to be what it means to be alive. Be too sure that it feels the right way. Love is infinite like sun rays. No, I need to be free. I know that it makes it hard to see. Though standing in the precipice isn't true. The safest your times get messy and blue. I taste sound and touch you, but what makes me feel alive. So it's flowing like a story, missing a long time. To see to tender, missing with tea and time. You don't have to wait till day it's a time. It's not okay from you. To me, it's all that I'm sorry about. The things that you can say just for. Like something to you, so sore. Try to make this right. You and I, we just keep swimming, digging in deep. Every deeper, every deep. Do I know what not to do? Tell myself that you be true. I can't stand, you can stand. It can't spin, way too weather. Easy, deep, so much sense in the distance. Oh, and get time to point of existables. Hard on the trail of a real fine line. Nice to be what it means to be alive. Can't be too sure, but it feels the right way. Love is infinite like sun rays. I know that I need to be free. I know that it makes it hard to see. Distance has been always been clear. Finally, without love, it could appear. You got such a fuss, heart bracing your hands. When we gave love a chance, This is where I love getting to like look in the screen and kind of study the pattern or study where the colors are, and I can see just a few things I want to do at least before I set this aside for the night, before I come back to it with fresh eyes, because I'll always do that. Something I didn't always used to do when I was younger, but the longer I've been at this and the more diligent about actually doing what I do the way I do it, which is mostly with no rules. One of the rules I do have is setting things aside and coming back at it with fresh eyes before anything is really done. Like, I get it to a certain point where I'm like, okay, I think I'm done with it for now, but I have to let it sit, and I have to think, and I have to look. And then with my canvas pieces, I hang them on the wall, and I look at them hanging on the wall for a while before I finish them. And there's there's two right now on my wall that are in mid stages, and I'm not ready to work on them yet. And I look at them, and I see what's been done, and I think about it, and I go, okay. And I kind of have an idea of what I want to do next, but nothing, that's as far as it goes. And I have definitely learned over the years to leave it right there, until my actual hands want my hands on that piece again to do whatever it is I'm going to do next, then I leave it right where it's at until I'm ready, until the hands are ready, until the brain's ready, whatever that is. And both of those pieces, the clown and Willow, are the two pieces that are up there. Yeah. I'm a little closer to the working on the clown again. I kind of thought about it earlier, actually. But I think that's only because I had this piece in mind, and a lot of what I'm going to do with the clown, as far as all the different intricacies of color and stuff, because for the most part, I've got all the color on this that I think I kind of want. I am going to come back and put more smoke back in where my smoke was. I can still see some of it. And my clouds. I'm going to construct some clouds in here. I'm going to make this brown wall brown again. Crazy, and I never thought I was crazy, but what do I know? Honey bee. Hello, goodbye, 'twas nice to know you. How I find myself without you, that I'll never know. I let myself go. Hello, goodbye, I'm rather crazy, and I never thought I was crazy, but what do I know? I let myself go. It's nice to know you, how I find myself without you. No goodbye, rather crazy, and I never thought I was crazy. No goodbye, nice to know you, how I find myself without you. No goodbye, rather crazy, and I never thought I was crazy. Okay. All right. I have officially stopped listening to any music. I'm going to finish these one little things I want to do here, there. What you got going on there? Just put some lines across the page, up, down, all around. 1, 2, 3. Doesn't really matter because it's intricacy. Oh my god, the music goes off and I start making shit up. 11:30. Oh, we are so going to bed. We're so sleepy. I'm talking myself into it, you guys. Can you tell? Can you tell? I'm talking myself into it. You're like, did she just put green in the sky? Yes, I did. Of course I did. Did she just put purple in the sky? Yes, of course I did. Well, what do you mean? Well, why would you even question? Of course I put purple in the sky. Is that green? She's putting green in the sky? What? Yes. No, there's no grass in this picture. I'm just saying. Why is she putting green? I don't know. I might have officially gone crazy. I'm talking to myself. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah. Wait. We put green on the sun. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Misha? Yes, we did. I just tell you. I don't know. It just had to happen. It just had to happen that way. I don't know, girl. I don't know, but that green was the right green to put there. It just was. I'm just saying. I could have went with a lot of different colors, but that green was what, it just said, put me there. Put me over there, Dory. Okay. All right. That's what you want. That's what you need me to do. I'm just saying. We're going to go around and we're going to put you in here wherever you want me to put you, because that's just what you want me to do. I have officially lost my mind. All right. There we go. Move this page out of there. Okay. Ooh. So, it's sideways, yes, but that is my palace in the sky. My sun that looks like it has a nipple. I just might actually enhance that and paint it. What the heck. It's shooting rays of green. Oh my god. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to come back over this with probably some of the neon bright colors, the ones that glow after they're on a piece, like there's this one is probably one of my favorites. And so watch. I'm going to do this real quick and then I will sign off. So this brown here, where's the camera? Okay. Yeah. So it's, it's basic brown. And then I come over it with this color. And wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Yeah. See? If you're paying attention, you can see it gets super, super bright when it's dry. And I do that a lot in my paintings. And why I was thinking about that and wanted to show who my devoted follower who always watches my streams. I love you. I appreciate you. Why I wanted to show you that was because I've been working on digital stuff, doing digital images. See how how it gets bright. I love it. I love that. So I will probably, so that's what's next for this piece, so the basic, that's pretty much what you guys saw me do today was basically put down the foundation of color. And next I will go through this and do some decorating. I'm going to decorate my house. Now that my house is built, I'm going to decorate it. And that's basically what I'm going to do next. I'm going to use little emphasis of color like that. And I've been learning how to do this exact effect digitally, which is super, super exciting because the more I figure out how to do digitally what I like to do with the paint, the more I want to open my mind to continue to creating digital stuff. And the purist in me was fighting it a little bit, but then the efficient, proficient woman that I am with the career that I've had in healthcare, my ability to see the way to a solution in a more efficient fashion that saves people time, saves people headaches. That is a skill I have in my head. So that I get to apply to this whole experience with digital and appreciate the fact that it's not easier. I'm not saying digital is easier at all. That would be totally false. However, there are things that what I'm noticing is that once I know how to do it on there, I can do it simpler and quicker than what it was taking me before. And that's not even to say that digital can be faster, although I've heard a lot of artists say that it is. I think as I'm learning how to do stuff on there and getting to the end result of what I want, yeah, I'm not going to care if I use digital to do it. The purist in me will be okay with that. I'm all right with that. So I am done. And I want to, again, thank you for being here. My watcher, my viewer who's there. I appreciate you, and I hope you have a good rest of your evening.